Have you ever been stuck trying to test your code, only to find that the response you expect is coming back as undefined? It's frustrating, right? If that's you, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into a common issue with Axios and Axios Mock Adapter. I totally get how annoying it is when your tests don't behave as expected. You're not alone in this. Many developers face this issue when working with Axios and mocking responses. Here's the specific situation we're looking at. One user recently asked, "Why is the response undefined when I try to get versions using Axios Mock Adapter?" They set up their Axios instance and mocked the response, but something went wrong. Sound familiar? Let's dig into this together. So, what could be causing this undefined response? It often comes down to how promises are handled in JavaScript. If you're not returning the promise correctly, you might end up with undefined. Let's break it down step by step. And don't go anywhere. I've got a crucial tip at the end that will help you avoid this issue in the future. To address the issue of the response being undefined, the user should first ensure that the getVersions function is returning a promise. This is crucial for handling the asynchronous nature of the Axios call. Next, the user should check how they are calling the getVersions function. It should be invoked correctly to ensure it returns the promise that can be resolved. Additionally, the user should verify that the mock adapter is set up correctly before the Axios call is made. This ensures that the mock response is returned as expected. Finally, the user should ensure that the test framework is properly configured to handle asynchronous tests. This includes using the done callback correctly. Fun fact: did you know that Axios is named after the Greek word for worthy? Just like your code should be worthy of running smoothly. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. One alternative solution is to ensure that you set up the mock adapter correctly. First, import Axios and the mock adapter. Then create a new instance of the mock adapter with Axios. Secondly, if you're using Axios.create to set up a new Axios instance, the mock adapter may not work as expected. Instead, consider defining your API methods directly, like creating a custom get function that returns the response data. That's the end of that answer. Let's see another perspective. One user suggests that if you're facing issues with undefined responses, ensure you initialize your mock adapter outside of the test body. This is crucial for proper mocking. Now let's shift our focus to a different response. In an alternative approach, a user suggests updating the API implementation. Instead of using Axios.create, they recommend directly using Axios for fetching data. This method involves defining a fetch function that logs the action and returns the response from a GET request. Let's move forward and look at another answer. An alternative approach suggests that you don't need Axios Mock Adapter. Instead, you can mock Axios directly. The key is to create a mock version of Axios that properly handles the Axios.create method. Here's the crucial tip I promised. Always return the promise from your functions. This simple habit can save you from a lot of headaches in testing. And there you have it. With these steps, you should be able to resolve the undefined response issue in your tests. Remember, proper promise handling is key. If you found this helpful, hit the subscribe button for more tips. And don't miss our next video on advanced Axios techniques.